being able to use NFTs to post up your art piece or post up your gallery of art or pictures that you took in or taken, would be a good way to basically just grow your income in a sense. And putting them up on an NFT gallery and converting it could be a good source of income and a side strategy for a lot of growing artists.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to YBI, where we discuss opinions and strategies on how to better your financial selves. It's your boy Zion and Roman back at it again.
What up?
How you doing, my boy?
Pretty good, pretty good. How you doing?
I'm good. Is it bad to eat yogurt on here? I feel like it's okay. We gonna do it.
You want a little yogurt snack?
Little
breakfast snack.
Little breakfast time. You feel me? Most important meal of the day. When you're talking about your finances, you might as well have a snack. You
Power it up. You know what you also can do? You can hit the like button and the share button down below. Maybe even get notified when we pop on new videos. If you haven't already, maybe even hop in a Discord room or Clubhouse or something. Talk with some good people.
We're always around if you guys need us. But today we have another topic for you guys, and we are talking about NFTs. Woo!
NFTs. As I'm gonna keep saying, if you haven't heard about them already, which I'm sure you probably have at least heard them at some news source or another, we're finally going to talk about them a little bit here. By this point, I'm pretty sure everyone's kind of got a gloss over about what NFTs kind of are, what they're kind of used for. If you haven't already, a little brief overview. NFTs are non-fungible tokens. A digital art piece, as you can say, or some type of piece of digital
media, pretty much.
Digital property that can be sold or auctioned off has been used as a medium through cryptocurrency. So that goes right into this whole crypto market as far as how NFTs have been exchanged. The most famous one, as people's probably heard of already, is Jack Dorsey's tweet going for a few million. Then you also had Beeple's his collection of artwork going for like 69 million. At this point now, after those two really famous ones, there have been a few people posting up their art and things like that for selling NFTs. How is it done? You post it through an NFT website or through a gallery. It's so usually through either Bitcoin or Ethereum. Most of the time, I've usually been seeing Ethereum for most of them, and it's so through there, and you can convert it to USD dollars for whatever you want to do from there. What's important about it? So before NFTs popped up this year, I was actually trying to figure out a way to get into the art space. How do you buy art? How do you really buy art nowadays? How do you buy a Picasso that's a few million and watch it grow for your kids or whatever? Like, how do you really get into that? Most people already own those art pieces, and you got to have some real like money stacked up to get into those type of art galleries. So NFTs came out. It got me thinking like this is actually a way for the everyday investor to almost kind of get into art investing. I'm not saying that everyone's going to be able to afford like Beeple's art show piece, but some art pieces are going to be going for feasible amounts of money that people actually could buy. I did also see at one point like a crowdfunding thing for art, but that looks kind of to me, so I need to look more into it. But in this sense, I saw it as a way to just invest in art, as well as for people that we have on our channel and new artists to sell their art. If you're a photographer, a digital artist, and you're looking for a way to sell your art instead of just posting it online and hoping that you get famous off of it or that this, that, and the third, Beeple was a special case. He posted an art piece every day for years to get to the point where he is. And I know it takes a long time for anyone else to get to that point. So being able to use NFTs to post up your art piece or post up your gallery of art or pictures that you took in or taken would be a good way to basically just grow your income in a sense. And putting them up on an NFT gallery and converting it could be a good source of income and a side strategy for a lot of growing artists.
So what I hear you saying is that NFTs can really be a good media for just about anybody. It's for buyers. It's also for artists. So it's on both ends of the spectrum, because people that are artists can buy other people's art, or they can start selling their art. You could put pretty much a digital footprint on your art, so now other people can't use it. The same way that people like photographers used to just put that watermark over their pictures. It's the exact same thing where now people cannot steal your artwork and your likeness, which is fantastic, you know, because there are so many like one-offs of art, and now you will know for sure that yours is authentic. You know for sure that yours isn't going to be ripped off, etc.
Yep, especially in digital media when you can pretty much hit copy and paste on a lot of things. Having like a piece of digital media that it's 100%, you know, like yours is a kind of a really big thing in a lot of cases, especially in this world where pretty much everything's digital art at some point. Even if you end up drawing or painting out, you know, an actual art piece, it's probably going to be digitally copied at some point or taken a picture of and posted online or prints or whatever. So eventually, most art kind of goes digital in some way. So I think it's not even just art in sense like, you know, when a tweet was sold, you know, things like that. I feel like even an essay or an important blog or poem could be sold almost in this sense. It's almost anything that you can post in a digital form factor could be sold like this. So it could be a very good way for a growth of revenue for a lot of new artists and new investors who just want to get into the space. And you never know,
we've
you
been
might.
talking a lot. We've been talking a lot about just the way the media, and it's not just artists, it's not just photographers, it's not just, you know, actual painters. It's also videos, it's tweets, like he said, poems, books. So it's not just what we're like, it's expanding to a lot more. So anything that you're doing pretty much on your computer that is your original artwork per se, can be translated into NFT and then can be sold, you know, blockchain, blah 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 blah, all the things that we've been talking about.
Now, somebody did ask me an interesting question about that. And they were like, "Can I sell my music as an NFT?" And technically, yes. But in a sense, at that point in the music world, you're pretty much almost selling your masters through an NFT. Because the point of an NFT is that you sell that one copy and no one else kind of has it. The whole point of the music industry has always been like record sales and streams kind of at this point. So if you cut it off to where just one person kind of owns it, you kind of just eliminated your stream of revenue at that point, unless you leave it like in that clause, which you as NFTs aren't really meant to do that. You can still play the music and get royalties off of it. That's not usually how that works. So I really would not recommend that unless you're really trying to sell your masters maybe through that way. But that's a whole different legal factor that not really has not too much been crossed. So I would stick it to more like print media, you know, instead of actual
I'm
like
cool with that.
recorded. You know,
So
just to keep it easier.
I feel like the question now is, where can people buy NFTs? I know that there are some big ones, OpenSea, Rarible, Grimes, Nifty Gateway being some of the bigger ones. But
everyone heard about Christie's. There's a lot of new ones popping up now. Christie's being like one of the top ones up there, and some of the ones that I saw too that you just mentioned as well. Just be careful, of course, like when a new wave pops up, there's not too much overall in the crypto market, there's not too much regulation there to be had. So you want to make sure you have a good gallery that's going to actually, you know, you post your artwork up there, they're actually going to pay you out for that artwork and actually take care of you in that sense. So just make sure you're going to a reputable dealer for most of those cases. So be careful.
As always, when you're looking to purchase anything or make a financial move, consult a financial advisor, because we ain't, but we are here for your viewing and listening pleasure. So if you guys want to see us purchase some NFTs, let us know. You know, we could take a look into that. Which space would be the best, and compare all of that good stuff. I haven't personally looked into purchasing any. I know that you said that you have, but you know, we could buy some NFTs, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to, because just to get into like the art space, it's a good way to do it. And yes, of course, I mean, if you go to like some top high end like artwork gallery place and spend a few $1 million on artwork through NFTs, you could do so, but there is other options as well. So there, you know, check them out, and you never know, I don't know, you might end up buying that random person's picture that could sell for like $10 million one day. Who knows? You just got to wait and see, or just getting your favorite artist artwork that, you know, they've been posting for a while. How many Twitter and Instagram artists are kind of Twitter and Instagram happy famous that I follow every day? I would love to finally actually, because, you know, they'll sell commission artwork pieces and send it to you, but an NFT that you can buy from them, game changing.
Yeah. So where do you store an NFT? Do you put it on your little thumb drive thing like you would?
Yeah. you would end up storing it there like a digital copy. And I think this will bring back, if anything, it might bring back digital photo frames. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. Digital. Remember how those were real popular like a few years ago? Give them to your grandma. You put a flash drive or a memory card in there, load it up with all your favorite pictures. And then you had things like Samsung Frame, the TV that came out that was supposed to be like an art piece. Now, what if you could just put up like a nice digital frame in your household, loaded up with your NFTs that I don't know how secure that would be to leave that in your home just with a memory card. You might want to like lock it up somehow with a fingerprint or some way, but that would be kind of cool. And you can just display them and they would rotate like every 5 or 10 minutes. That would be really dope. Just probably having some way to secure that in a better way, but that would be really cool.
So what else do you see as a growing field when it comes to NFTs? Because I mean, like you just said, the potential for this is massive. The potential for, you know, digital artists to really come in and invade this market. But in terms of investing, how is this going to affect it, and what do you see going up because of it?
I don't know if it's any particular market's gonna go up besides the art row, honestly, because NFTs is really just about what you can sell digitally. I was trying to think about collectibles, like how Pokemon cards really got really big over the over quarantine and things like that. You can't really digitize those. Like that's supposed to be a physical thing. Like someone has to see that, engrave that quality of that card, and even like sports collectibles. Like you really can't do an NFT of Michael Jordan signed jersey. Like no, you kind of need to have the actual thing. No one's going to pay $1 million for a picture of a signed jersey, you know? So I think it'd be more like in a digital art space, for sure, like blog posts and anything that it's going to be for content creators. It'll be another revenue stream for content creators just for to add on to that extra step that they already have from ad revenue and sponsorship revenue and everything else. It'll be listed in that type of one. For investors, they're gonna maybe see it as a hedge. It'd be like another hedge investment, possibly against inflation and against like the dollar. It's another crypto investment to get into just to not worry about the up and downs of the market, but just to have a set piece of art that will stay its value, probably grow in value over time.
Makes sense. I mean, it's another way to, if you're like, hey, I don't necessarily trust the stock market, or I don't want to just put everything into a savings account. How easy are NFTs to sell?
Actually, pretty hard. You have to liquidate them, unless you already know a buyer. Like if you buy a Picasso painting or whatever through an NFT, someone's probably going to buy that pretty quickly if it's a really famous piece of artwork. But some cases you have to put it up for auction, and wait for the next auction day to come up at a gallery or wherever you're selling it and see for it to sell it that way. You could also post it yourself and see how that goes, but it just depends. It's almost like selling an actual art piece. You know, how long does it take to sell one of those? How many artists in New York go for years, try to sell like the art piece in galleries and never sell a single piece. So not to say that it's easier to sell through NFTs, but you do reach a bigger audience quicker. Just putting your artwork on the street and trying to sell whoever's walking down the street and putting it online where millions of people can literally see it, you're getting a whole different exposure.
Right. So it's pretty much just something that is additional if you're looking for, hey, I wouldn't say that this is the first thing you should do if you're trying to get into investing. This isn't let me just relax. No. Go get a savings account first.
You're way better off just doing an index fund or something if you're starting out. And NFTs are a whole different world if you're trying to actually get into that bigger sense. But everyone's wondering about it because everyone's like, well, how do I sell a tweet for $2 million?
Exactly. So all of that being said, be cautious when you're going into that space. I mean, I'm sure that if you're to the level where you're going to start buying NFTs, that you have other investments and you have other things, but that's not your primary. But if you just love art, go for it. If you're just like, hey, I want this because I love this piece and I appreciate this artist, all of that, go for it. But don't expect to like flip that immediately or, just take that and make $1 million off of it. This is more of a take, hold, appreciate, and then, pass down and then, all of those different things. But it's not like let's take it and make it something now.
Quick flips. So no one's like quick flipping NFTs. It's all like, it's just like art. You buy it, you hold it, you look at it, you show it off to your friends when they come over.
Yeah. Anything else we need to cover with NFTs, my guy?
No, not fungible tokens. I heard that if you look down below, there's some links to maybe some non-fungible tokens. So there's some links to some other free things down below, including like our website and Discord as well. So you guys should check those out. Some free money sitting down there just for all types of things.
Yeah, I mean, we've given probably 10, 15 people $30 each on M1. So one of our next episodes, we're going back to M1 to look at the entire month of April to see what we've been doing, how our accounts have been doing. And you guys can definitely follow along with that process. Not only follow along, but you can join that process, and we will show you guys exactly how to invest, because I don't know about you, but my account is consistently going up, and when it's down, you buy more. So we've been looking pretty good. So look forward to M1, our next review coming in April, May, coming in May. Yep, months. That's how that works. But that is going to effectively wrap it up for us, guys. As always, we appreciate you guys contributing to us as we continue to contribute to your lives. Like, share, subscribe, and Roman is going to take us out.
Oh, yeah. We already know what it is. We may be young, we may be broke, but we are always investing. Peace.
Till next time, y'all.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to Young Broke and Investing. We just want to let you know that these are the opinions of the hosts. They're not meant to be the basis of any security purchases or investments. We're trying to give a little information out there for everybody, and have fun and be safe.